Peace. This is a meat and potato sorcery production starring myself, the Water Alchemist, and today's topic for the occult family is the thin gray line. In other words, the decisions that you make will impact you and you will be challenged. The thin gray line basically deals with it's only so long you can run from your path or your destiny. And I want to say this when you are dealing with magic and life challenges, and things get removed, that can be very, very uncomfortable. Very uncomfortable. And I want to make sure that my students in the occult family don't fall into certain traps. When you start reading all these books, what's going to happen is two things. People are going to question you, which that's all right. They're supposed to question you. But two, they will combat you. And we as human beings, when we don't understand something, we logically are supposed to fear it. We're logically supposed to fear it. And people watch, for better or for worse, shows like the Travel Channel and the ID. And the thing is, you're getting all these occult books, and they feel like you're bringing in Satan himself. You're bringing the devil into the house. And what you have to do is you have to have a certain resolve. You have to have a certain resolve without being arrogant. So that's the balancing that you have to have. And the more that you get into this path, it's not so much light or dark, it's a gray line. Because with being the best you can be, there's going to be a lot of pain involved. A lot of pain. And people are going to make perceptions of what they think you should be. It's not your job to fulfill everybody's expectations. And one thing is that when you're dealing with magic, all of a sudden people are going to want to have this intervention. We need you. We need to get you back in the church, and you didn't. You had a lot of mistakes, but we got to get you back in. No, no, you don't. Keep pursuing your path, and that's a great line. And also, this is what I have seen on the astral realm. A lot of people move away, particularly out of state, to find themselves. And you know what? Let your mentor say that to you. That's a good thing. You want to know why it's a good thing? Because you get to be not only the real you, but you get to see what you're made of. So it's a good thing to move away from family. Now, let your mentor say this as well. When you try to move and be the best you can be, family members who really don't have your best interests at you, they will follow you. They will. They'll follow you. Can I stay with you? Are there any jobs out there? I'm coming that because they need that energy. And the thing is, they look at it like this. I won't let you be the best you can be until I can be the best I can be. Although it's selfish, you have people that are on that frequency. This is how they think. So I would never tell nobody what to do with their family, but family can be overrated. You can be respectful and courteous, and you should be. But know this is that you have siblings that for some reason, or even cousins that for some reason, when they're down, you have to come down. So when you're dealing with the practice of magic, you have to improve your decision making process. You have to improve that. And you can. And the thin gray line can also be so-called armchair occultists. And what I mean by armchair occultists is that reading books is not enough. It's a lot of people that have books on their shelves, never really touched them, or if they have read them, they haven't put everything into context and practice. So it's very important that you do, because you have to know your liabilities and your strengths. You have to know this. This is, you have to know. And when you have pitfalls in your life, regroup. Regroup. But don't ever get into the exercise as it's either left or right, white or dark. There's gray areas to this. Period. There are gray areas. And when you are doing this at your most critical juncture, when something is taken away from you, it is all right to grieve, but don't become the victimizer. See, when we're a victim of being betrayed, we become the victimizer. Don't become the victimizer. Okay, well, my family mistreated me. I'm going to mistreat everybody else. This person broke my heart. You know what? I'm never going to do this again. No, don't do that. Don't do that, because the spirits are funny. They can send someone to you that can compliment you incredibly. But because you have this rage and this anger built up in you, you don't even look at it and say, they can enhance what I can become. There is always a thin gray line. So, with that, that is your meat and potato sorcery for the day. I am the Water Alchemist. Be water, my friend. Peace.